In today's video, we prove that procrastination does pay off. With today's build, let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name is Brandon and today I am here with the Galaxy Explorer. This is set number 10497, coming in at 1,254 pieces. This is part of the Classic series, just like the Lionheart's Castle and El Dorado Fortress. This is a set that I've had my eye on for quite some time, for the majority of this year, but for some reason I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. I would see it at Walmart, I think $100, that ain't too bad. I would see it at Lego for $100, that ain't too bad. I saw it when we were on vacation, when we went to Legoland, and we went to the Lego movie where they had a whole section of Benny the Spaceman stuff, as well as the Galaxy Explorers, even though he's not in this set. And I thought maybe I should get it then. But no, I decided to keep on waiting. And you know what I ended up doing? I ended up going to my local toy store, and they had a 25% off sale, and I found it there for $100 with the 25% off. So if I'm good at math, then that means I paid $75 for this set, which is what I paid. So in this case, procrastination did pay off on this set, and I couldn't be more happier to be able to have the set that I wasn't sure about pulling the trigger on for now $75 instead of the $100. Now, it was important to get this set because it did come out last year in 2022, but it is already retiring after about a year and a half of being sold, December 2023. So we got till New Year's Eve, and then this set is bye-bye. So I needed to crap or get off the pot, and I did it in the best way possible. Now, this is, like I said, this is part of the Reimagined series. This goes back to the original Galaxy Explorer, which was set number 497. I believe that there was another version of it for the Europeans called the 928. But it's kind of fun to say because this is set number 10497, and the original was 497. So I thought that was really cool. The original set was only 338 pieces, and it did retail for about $32. And what's crazy about that is that adjusted for inflation, today that's $132. So again, 338 piece set, and adjusted for inflation is the equivalent of $130-something. Wow, must have been some set, and it really had to have been to have it reimagined all these years later. Now, one thing I really had my curiosity up with this set is it comes with 2 red Classic Spaceman minifigures and 2 white Classic Spaceman minifigures. And upon researching the set, sadly, Lego has reimagined these minifigures. I believe the red is exclusive to this set and is what they call a second reissue, where the white Spaceman minifigures are on a third reissue and are not exclusive to this set. And on the terms of minifigures, the original designer of this set back in 1979, he was the actual one of the people that came up with the classic minifigure design that we all know and love today. Sadly, he did pass away in 2020, and it had to be something serious because it did say he was on hospice. So that is terribly sad. But it did seem like he had a really great career with Lego, and he made this set back in 1979 when he was only about 37 years old. And he joined Lego when he was about 26 in 1968, so pretty cool stuff. With all that fun information and overindulgence and facts and all that good stuff, let's get and cut open this box and let's see what this wonderful 1,254 piece set has to offer. Now, there is no tape to cut, just 2 punch tabs, which I think this box couldn't be any more happier than to be broke open, because this box has been through the ringer. But I don't collect boxes, I collect sets. So there's the set, pretty decent pour, just what I would expect. Now this being a 22 set, it does have its book in a cardboard envelope. And let's go ahead and dive in. And let's look at the bags. I'm going to say we have about 9 to 10 bags to build this wonderful set. Looking inside, I see no stickers, and the book is pretty thin on this one. But again, it is a classic spaceship that is super cool in my opinion, and I cannot wait to get this built. It looks to be in total we have 231 building steps and 154 building pages. And what's really cool is that the book has this really cool spacey moon-like background. So a whole different type of book than the usual gray background, white background, black background that we're all used to. Of course, there is a whole bunch of stuff from the original and about the set and Lego's 90th anniversary, which is what this set is a part of. And it does seem to have about 8 bags total to make the build. First 4 bags makes basically the center section just nice and plain, and the next 5 bags wraps it up and makes the rest of it. So pretty simple and straightforward. With this one, we are going to do a nice little quick time lapse and then come in and give it a review. I'm super excited, guys, and I really hope you guys are too for the Galaxy Explorer. So see you back here for the review. Okay, time for the review of the Galaxy Explorer. And from reading the instructions, this is supposed to be 1.5 times bigger than the original. So that is one thing to note with this model. It is grown up now, like the people that probably originally played with the original back in 1979. So a few things strike out right off the get, and they are just the simple, really nice blue coloring with the gray around the body, and I really like the yellow and black accents here, and there, and I also like the yellow tinted windows. I think that is really cool. One of the more insignificant things I am just going to go ahead and barrel over in this review is this droid. I don't get it. It's considered a minifig on the brickset.com description of this set. To me, it's a bunch of bricks looking like they're holding coffee cups. I don't get it. I don't care about it. It is what it is. Now, getting into the set, starting from the bottom, and now we're here. Just kidding. We do have this really nice, just flat plate bottom with these 3 landing pads. These do fold out of the way very simply, like that. And then you now have a flat surface just to go buzzing around if you choose. I have mine out because, well, for the review, it's better to have some elevation on this set. I do feel like you do need to be a little bit careful with these, as you can easily pull them off. There's not a lot securing the pads to the feet. Now, let's take a look from the back. of this set. Starting from the back, we have a very boxy like structure, which you know, with the original you would kind of expect a boxy type structure, so that is okay. It's just when you start pulling off things like the thrusters, it just gets very square house-ish looking, is what I call it. Coming around the side, we have another thrusters. These do remove, like it shows on the back of the box. We'll get more into that later. But there is a little storage compartment back here featuring some gear and supplies on that. Coming around, we do have this red little light, and then we have the 928. The 928 is what I believe was the European set number for this set, where 497 is what we had here in America. But that is a really cool nod, and was also on the original set. And in the instructions it said that it was printed on a 1x4 brick before, where now it's on a 1x6 brick today. The sides is made up of this really simple using slopes and cheese slopes type method. Coming over to the front, we have this nice pointed front end with these little maybe laser shooters, or maybe they're just part of the ship. Coming down, we do have this basic plate type greebling with this nice printed element of the Lego space. We're using a goldish moon. That is really dope. All printed elements on this set, and it just makes it look so beautiful. And on this side, it's more of the same, except when you open up that door, you get another oxygen tank hiding behind the door. We do have these cool cone things on each side that is unique. And then coming over, we can take a look at the front cockpit, which lifts up just like so, revealing 2 white and 2 red classic minifigures. If we turn this around and pull our figures a little bit out of the way, you guys can see we have a lot of really nice interior detailing, just using some really nice printed elements instead of stickers for those screens. We'll see more of those screens as we come along here to the back. And here in the back, we have a lot of printed elements and things as well. More of what's in the front, but these are beds here and here for the minifigures. And the crevice inside of those beds are made to hold their oxygen tanks, so they can sleep with oxygen. Coming over into the sides here, you can see like little display areas on either side. These are just to keep things monitored while they're in the airtight chamber. Now getting into some of the real party tricks of this set, I'm going to set it, but before I set it down, I do want to just open it up, and we can open up the back of this set, and we can go full open. We do have a buggy that when you drop this down, you can pull out this slider, and it drops down, and the buggy goes. So that is really cool. And here is the door to the vacuum chamber in there where they sleep. We do have a walkie-talkie as well as a repair wrench. Setting this set down now, and getting rid of our dear sweet cat. Bye-bye. We can now see how that ramp works with the buggy. And it just goes right back up and in, just like so. So that is really cool. And you don't have to have the doors open, I believe, to make that work. Or do you? Let's find out. Yeah, doors need to be open to allow the buggy to fly. But you can still open up the ramp with the doors closed. Just can't get anything in and out. Now, one of the features of this set, like I said, was getting rid of this cat again. Is these thrusters, they do come off like so, and you can turn them over, turn them like that, and your classic space minifigure, we'll go with this dude, could ride it. So that is a really cool little play feature. And just like very simply, you just turn it around, and 2 clicks and it's back in. Easy as pie. You could put your classic minifig in your little buggy, roll them up the ramp, Just like that. Come on, go in there, buddy. There we go. Close up your door, seal up your vacuum chamber, and let them come on through. So really cool. It's just a really awesome set. Like I said, this thing has no significance to me whatsoever, but I think this set is just really remarkable and slept on. And before I give any final thoughts, let's now zoom out so you guys can see me as I give those final thoughts about this set. Now let's wrap up this video. And before I get to the final thoughts on this set, I have a strange package here that I wanted to open up. And if this is what I think it is, and it looks like what I think it is, this is going to be a cosmetic improvement to the Studio 2 here on the channel. This is a flag that I bought on eBay for only $14. It's clearly not going to be Lego licensed, but what I'm thinking about doing here in the studio is, you poor guys have been having to watch my videos for the last summer, and you guys have had to see all of my family's knickknacks, my family's pictures, and these creepy ass freaking dolls. I don't know about you guys, but dolls make me uncomfortable, especially after watching Goosebumps and Slappy. It's just, yeah, no. So I got this really cool, let's try to turn it up correctly, Lego flag that I want to attach to this cabinet where I can remove it. So you guys now got this beautiful banner of Lego and not the creepy dolls. So let's go get this hung up really quick and see what this looks like. This is a much needed improvement to the studio. So I just put a magnet on the glass right here where it's super not really noticeable. And then we're going to take our second magnet and we're going just to put this up like so and attach our magnet to it. Just like that. So now let's go and do our second magnet. Problem solved. Look at that. Now you guys could see me and not so much creepy and interesting, weird, somewhat personal related things to my life through people that come before me. So now let's get on with the final thoughts about this set. And you know, it's just one of those things that I love nostalgia. I've said it before on the channel when we did Pac-Man, when we built Groot, and I talked about the cassette tape. You guys know how I like my vinyl records, and every now and then to play an old school CD in the car. I just love nostalgia. I like things that harken back to the olden days. But I will say one thing. The olden days isn't what we all crack it up to be. Those days were primitive, they were really difficult, and technology was not as good as we all like to think it is. And that's why I like these retro, throwback, reimagined Lego sets. Like El Dorado Fortress, they took a amazing old school set, reimagined it, and made it even more awesome. They did probably the same with the Lion Knight's Castle. I've not done it, but I can only imagine. And I've never worked with the original of any of these sets, but I've seen lots of pictures of this set. I can just tell by looking down that even if this wasn't a reimagined set, this should still be a set that is well respected and bought by people. I feel like it didn't do too well, and that's why it's already retiring after about 1.5 to 2 years of being out. So that is really sad, because I really feel like more people should get their hands on this set and enjoy it. Is it really plain with the blue and the gray being the primary colors? Yes. But that is what is awesome about it. It's simple. And Lego used to be so simple, just like that. I love the minifigures just being 2 basic colors. I love the classic spaceman. This set is everything that I imagined it would be when I originally spotted this out earlier this year, but couldn't pull the trigger on it, and that's probably because I had bigger things in store, like getting it for $75. So, again, This set is still available at Lego. It is $100, and if this video made you change your mind about it, you can easily still get it, but just know it is retiring at the end of this year, and time is running out. When I started buying Lego at the beginning of the year, this was in the Lego store. Now when you go to the Lego store, it is not. It's just available online and at other local retailers if you can find it. So with that, I just wanted to say, you can now give thanks and support the channel. There is a little thanks icon down below the screen there. When you do that, you can help donate and support the channel. Everything you guys do will go to Lego sets that, whether you suggest them or I find them, it helps support and bring on more Lego for the channel. Now, I also did want to say, in the terms of comments, please drop your comments down below. What do you think about the Galaxy Explorer? Were you old enough to experience the original one, or whatever you may come up with? I'd love to hear your feedback. And always, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and you all have an excellent one.